Hello and welcome to Wild Owl TV. So it's bird feeding time again, but this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Come on then. There you go then. There's a bit of competition here. There you go. Get off my camera please. Go on then. So Rennie is there. I'm going to gather up these mealworms because Rennie, come on then, has been feeding in my hand. Come on then. That's the first time the great tit has done that. That's amazing. I was expecting the wren to come in, but that is the first time the great tit is fed from my hand. And this is the result of months and months and months of talking to the birds so they get used to my voice, feeding them good food, which is very important, and keeping very, very still and consistent. I'm talking to you. Come on then. So I can see Rennie. Come on. And I think he's going to be coming down in a moment. Come on then, what's this? So if the great tit doesn't get in first. Let's get his confidence. Now, this is the first time I've tried this, and I'm lying down, and whether that makes me a little bit less intimidating than if I was stood up. Come on then! Still waiting for Rennie. Rennie is so cute, and he will take it off my hand, but the great tit got in first. I can hear something over to my right, so we'll just continue. Wait for the next customer. Oh, there's Rennie. Hello Rennie, come on then. Here you go then. So Rennie has just appeared, he's just behind camera. Come on then. Oh, that is so cute. He is so cute, I love him. Oh. I hope this is recording. Competition now. Who's going to get in first? I reckon Rennie will. Alright. Here you go. Here you go. Come on then. Good boy. To be quick this time. So Rennie's just under the camera at the moment. There you go. She's coming into shot. Hello, darling. That little bird melts my heart. It absolutely melts my heart. Yeah, he's such a cutie. Goodness me. So this is, I need to get a job, don't I? I need to earn some money. Who'd want to earn money when they're doing things like this? Gotta pay for you. This is Rich McD, by the way. He likes to name the mealworms. And this is, I'll just check, oh yeah, that's right, it's Dorison there. So this is Vernon. Vernon has a high life expectancy. Unfortunately, Vernon hasn't got a high life expectancy. Poor old Vernon. As Rich said, it's not a good idea to name mealworms. And apologies to anybody called Vernon out there. So that great tit, now as I say, that great tit is the great tit that I've been showing daily videos of. I'm not sure if it's the male or the female. I haven't really looked, to be honest with you. Oops, just lost a mealworm. But the thing is, those mealworms are probably going straight into the box. Now they've been catching lots of food, lots of wild food, which is good, and this is a one at a time feed. Last year I was feeding a lot more with mealworms, but I've been, for budget purposes, I've been rationing them, but actually it's working out really well because it's making the birds keener, and this is high quality food, live mealworms, and it's the only way to ever get birds feeding from your hand, unless they're mega hungry, which is not normally the case. He's pretty cute as well. I can tell you, I am enjoying this so much. And this is all for free, well apart from the mealworms, but this, you can do this in your back garden. If you follow the things that I've said over the months and the last few years with the tips and advice on creating a wildlife garden, after a number of years, again, feeding live food does make a big difference, but you really can get tremendous pleasure. Now, I'm very lucky that I've got natural hedges here, that makes a big difference. Just going to stop talking here, because we've got another great tit coming in. I'm very lucky I've got natural hedges. Hello, darling. But I'm also lucky that I've got woodland not too far away, but the thing is, this environment I have here is safe for birds. There's lots of cover, there's food, there's diversity, and there's not only birds, but there's food for birds because of the biodiversity that there is in here, and there's water, which is very important, and say all sorts of things, as you know, plants and bugs and grubs and all sorts. So creating a wildlife garden does take a number of years for it to get established, but when you get it established, wildlife will come to you if you follow the advice, not just the little things that I say, but you can buy some really good books. They give really good advice from all sorts of charities. I actually found Butterfly Conservation very handy for attracting butterflies. They've got some good advice. RSPB have got some really good advice, and of course they've broadened their horizons now because they realise that people are interested in all sorts of wildlife. Chris Packham, who's my hero, he's just fantastic. Chris is an absolute authority and expert on British wildlife. You know, he speaks for British wildlife and of course their conservation, so he's got some really good books out there. So there's a great tit coming in again, and so it's out there, and as my partner would say, if you don't want to go and buy a book, go to your local library. She's a librarian. So I hope you enjoyed that. That for me was really special, and Rennie is only just fed from my hand today, and that great tit has only fed from my hand today, and I've just shared that with you, so I'm really pleased about that. Thanks for watching Wild Owl TV, and see you soon.